Okie doke. Let's get this set up, shall we? Let's put on the live chat. That might be a good thing to do. Okay, and there we are. We are live. Awesome. All right. So I'd like to say hello, everyone, wherever you are around the world. Welcome to another Train Sim World free live stream. And for today's stream, I thought I'd do another little mini trilogy, if you like, in the world of streaming. And that is, of course, East Coastway. A route that has been out for quite a while now, but over time it's had upgrades, it's had improvements, it's had a DLC add-on as well, and it's had an extension technically with the introduction of the London commuter. But we're not doing the London commuter, we're going to be looking at East Coastway. And we're going to do a couple of journeys in the 377-4 firstly, and then the BR Class 66. We will do... let me just see. We'll do this service, which goes from Hastings to Brighton, of course, starting from Eastbourne, and it's a semi-fast service. So let's get going. Awesome. Right. I'll say my hellos to Bobby, Alfie, Talk Gaming, and Liam. Hope you all well. Welcome. Okay, semi-fast service, 4 coaches. So let's do the setup procedure. Put the brakes on, that might be a wise thing to do. Let's say daytime still. For the lights, we'll put on the safety systems, vigilance, DSD, DRA, whatever that is, and AWS, of course. So here we are, Eastbourne. Now the difference with this 377 compared to the Brighton one is that the dot matrix displays are different graphics, so it's a bit more dotted compared to I think the one on Brighton mainline, which is smaller description and it's clearer too, but it's not too bad. And the other difference is sound wise. This does not have the updated sound pack, which I think came from Armstrong Powerhouse, so, but it'll do. And as you can see, the passenger information displays are in operation. So let's go. Oh, I did forget to do one thing. Just to make the stream a bit easier. Put on the motion blur. That's better. Always have the motion blur on when I'm streaming. Some people like it off, some people like it on. I personally like it off, motion blur, but I think I did a poll once and on my YouTube channel, and I think quite a few people preferred it on, so I do streaming with it on. Hampton Park is just over 1.5 miles away, and we're due in at 1941. I think as far as stations, I think we stop at most of the stations, despite it being a semi-fast express. I think we don't stop at London Road, which is roughly there, I think. There might be a station or two I've missed out, but I think it's a bit strange that it's a semi-fast service if we're only missing, what, one station along the route, but there we are. I'm very well, Bobby, thank you, hope you're well. I've just done the rehearsals today for a first show in 3 years, and my god am I knackered. Absolutely shattered. I literally came in and I was tempted to just go straight to sleep. But no, I've poured myself reluctantly a coffee just so I can get through the rest of the evening and get a stream squeezed in. Pretty decent weather conditions for this evening's run, which literally is in the game in the evening, as well as where I'm streaming, of course, in the UK. I'm approaching Hampden Park already. I think we'll be ahead of schedule, I think. Whoa, I've just forgotten how bad these brakes are. They're kind of realistic, but they're just a bit slow for my liking. I mean, I'm on emergency brakes and oops. What do I have to do? I think I have to put it in neutral and then back to forward. No harm done. We're roughly ahead of schedule, so we should be okay. We'll just shuffle up the platform. I think we'll stop roughly where that bridge is there. Actually no, change my mind, we'll stop by the little shelter here next to the main station building. And now we're running late. Just like the real railway. Operated by Southern. Confusion and delay. I imagine I've just remembered as well the rush hour passengers have been added. Which I don't think have even been added to Brighton Main Line, which is a surprise. I think the rush hour passengers, which I think, what was it, the rush hour route, Brighton Main Line, yeah, that's pretty much the whole point, isn't it? And the rush hour passengers are not there, so not good for Dovetail's point of view. Okay, the next stop is Polegate Station, just over 2 miles away. I wonder if we'll see the 313s trundling around in this timetable. I'm not sure. I don't know which timetable it actually is, because there's if you get the 313, there's 2 timetables. You get one without the 313, and you get one with the 313. And I think the 313 essentially subs in for all the services going to Lewes, like Brighton to Lewes, or Brighton to Seaford and vice versa, Seaford to Brighton. I don't think they do any services to Eastbourne. And if you have the London commuter thrown into the mix as well, I think you can have some additional 313 services, which are essentially empty stock moves. I think, yeah, you're in like Selhurst Depot, you put together a long consist of 313s, and then you take them all the way down to Brighton for, I think it's some repairs or maintenance, which is pretty cool. Well, we've got a speed limit of 35 coming up. I mean, you could get up to a pretty decent speed, 70, 80 miles per hour. It's not the longest route in the game. It's predominantly a passenger route. You can get a rail tour service if you have some of the old rolling stock, like your 37s, your 31s, or your Transpennine as well. So there's a good variety of things to do. It's not the biggest timetable, but it's got a good mix. It's got a good mix, and the scenarios as well, they're not too bad either. Transit Boy 13, hey, how are you? Hope you're well. You just got Train Sim Mod 3 today, excellent. Almost got struck by lightning. Quite a fright, isn't it? I mean, speaking of thunder and lightning, I woke up at, was it 7 o'clock this morning, thinking it was 6 o'clock at first, because the clock, I forgot to change the hour on the clock. And then I think as soon as I made some breakfast, bang, big thunderclap. I was like, what was that at first? But I thought it was something to do inside the house, but no, just big clap of thunder, and then it just absolutely chucked it down of rain. Unbelievable. Oh, we've gone, we're on schedule. Wow, what a quick recovery. Timings on this route not as strict as I imagined. Whoa, brake. There we go. Excellent. Here we are at Polegate. I'll knock for doors. Talk Gaming, I want to play this route, but there are not really any routes I'm willing to delete for it on the PS5 version. Oh, for the DLC cap thing. Yeah, storage cap. Essentially what I do is, if I want to play something German, I ditch all of the British routes and install all of the German ones, excluding Southeastern High Speed. And that's pretty much what I've done for this stream. For East Coastway, I dumped all of the German routes with the exception of, I think, 1 or 2. And then I just installed all of the British routes and local add-ons, just to make sure that all the substitution and additional services was all present and correct. Alright, the next stop is Berwick, just under 4 miles away. Oh yeah, the level crossings will be working, won't they? They'll be in full operation. They should go up very soon. There we are. Good. That's another tick of the box. Dynamic weather is enabled, and they updated the sky technology as well. Not to the newest version like you'd see on Southeastern High Speed, but yeah, it's better than what it was when East Coastway first came out. The clouds in Train Sim Mod 2020 and the start of Train Sim Mod 2 look something you'd see on an art painting. Alfie is going to Alton Towers and Phantasialand next year. Very nice. I'm sure you will have a good time. Liam, shadow pretty much every day. I have 3 or 4 hours free when I'm busy playing football in the evening. Yeah, football is a pretty intense sport, of course. 90 minutes. Regardless if it's 5-a-side, 4-a-side, 6-a-side, whatever. Football is always an intense sport. Transit Boy, does this route still have the old stations from Train Sim Mod 2? Essentially, all of the routes you have in Train Sim World 3 is available, Train Sim World 2, sorry, is available on Train Sim World 3 exactly as it is. So the stations, the rolling stock, the scenery, the scenarios, the tutorials, the timetable to an extent. So yeah, East Coastway you've experienced on Train Sim World 2 is exactly the same on Train Sim World 3. Regardless what platform you play on, so yeah. All the stations are there. There's a couple of abandoned ones as well, which is the same in Train Sim World 2. I think it's on the Seaford branch line, somewhere around there. Wow, a speed limit of 90 miles per hour. Very quick. Should be able to beat the sun from setting. Right, time to brake. Misa thinks. Blimey, that sun is blinding. Let's drive blind, shall we? Horrible noise, though, for a blind. I think that's one thing that irritates me with the 377 or East Coastway, is that you can't or replace this 377 with the updated 377 from the Brighton main line or London commuter, which is kind of irritating because it's annoying because if you look at the German rolling stock, you could sub in, say for example, I don't know, I was to play on I don't know, Rossignol, for example, and you want to do a service in the cab car, you can just pick the very latest cab car that was released in Train Sim World 3 or Train Sim World 2 from the very latest German route, which when was the last time you could do a cab car? I think it was Naverka Dresden, and that's got all updated physics and sounds and some tweaks to the visuals as well. So I don't know why we just can't use that, latest version of a similar rolling stock. I'm not saying we should use the 387. I mean, I don't think they run at all on this part of the line in the Brighton area, but the 377 is a bit disappointing. But this one will do. I just prefer the sounds of the newer one, that's all. Right, the next stop is Glynde. I think that's how you say it correctly. Either way, the station is just over 4 miles away. And we're due in at 1956. You've got a left panel here, which is going to Brighton, and you can change it, so you've got millions of stations. I'm not even going to bother going through them, otherwise we will be miles away from the station. There's another 377. I think they're all just 4-car 377s. I swear there was a variant where there was like one with 6 cars or something. I may be completely wrong. Was it 5 or 6? I swear there was a different variant of the 377 where it's more than 4-car trains. I may be wrong. I think the timetable as far as East Coastway goes. I think there's like 6 trains per hour that depart from Brighton. I think 2 terminate at Lewes. 1 goes to Seaford, and 2 more I think go to Eastbourne. I presume that the ones going to Eastbourne have different stopping patterns, maybe, like some would, I don't know, stop at Glyn, some would not, some would stop at Hampden Park and some would not, just to, you know, make a bit of a gap. Otherwise you'll be in a traffic jam of trains just piling up and queuing up at Eastbourne, because there's not many platforms at Eastbourne. 2 or 3 at a push, I think, if I recall. $80 miles per hour. Blimey. Not long ago we were there. Now we're there. It's unreal how much mileage you can cover in such a short period of time. Unbelievable. Oh, time to get on the brakes. The station is in front of us. Wonder what season this is in the game. I think it was in April, June, so spring, summertime. There's the platform, with the station lights illuminating on the ground. The night just beginning to settle in. Just about on time. Excellent. And stopping at that 2 and 4 car marker board as well. There we are. This is Glyn. There's a caravan. Must be a little cafe or something. Not too bad. On time. How much longer we'll be on time, I don't know. We'll find out. Rock and roll, let's go. Southern. Right, the next station stop is Lewes, which is, it will very soon be exactly 2.5 miles away. Right on cue. Lewes, I think, is, along with Brighton, the busiest stations on the route. It's where most of the services will all stop at. Even the rail tour service starts from Lewes. So does some of the 66 freight duties. Pardon me. So if you want to be a rail fan on this route, then Lewes or Brighton is the place for you. Alfeva's Smiler is my favourite roller coaster. It is indeed. Top Gaming, I think I'll make a system where I have some routes downloaded one week and another set of routes downloaded for another or something. Yeah, that's what I tend to do when it comes to streaming. Different routes and DLCs, local add-ons and all that kind of stuff. I mean, if you have a fast internet connection, it's not not much of a problem, but for those who maybe don't have the fastest internet around, and obviously it's a bit of a bugger getting rid of routes, and then takes ages to download. And oh, speed limit 70. Soon be 60. Got speed limit of 40 as we're getting ever closer to Lewis. I wonder if there's any trains at Lewis. There's one just leaving. Oh, never mind. I imagine there'll be some freight duties around, maybe, on the branch line, down by the aggregate plant. Alright, here's Lewis. Interesting station. Very unique station architecture, particularly that part of the concourse over there. It's a good place to explore if you're hunting for collectibles. There we are. Here we are at Lewis. L-E-W-E-S, not L-E-W-I-S. Yeah, some go to Orr, some go to Hastings, some go to Seaford. That's the services for you. I think my favourite view of this station has got to be this one. So cool. Looks very grand, doesn't it? Anyway, we got to get going. The next station is Falmer. Is there no more stations? That's a tunnel. Don't think there is. No more stations. Now it's a tunnel. There's a couple of services there. Whoa, we're going way too fast. Silly me. And now we've got to speed up again. We're due into Falmer at 20:08 in the game. I'm pretty confident we will make it on time. Surprised actually this service has been kept to a steady schedule, considering I've had zero practice, which is sadly a developing theme on my streams at the moment. Never enough time to practice. Right, I'll say the usual YouTube shenanigans. If you did enjoy this stream on East Coastway, then I would really appreciate it if you would give the stream a like. And if you're watching for the first time, either live or on playback, then I'll really be happy if you would consider subscribing to the channel. And in terms of the next stream, we'll still be on East Coastway. We'll be taking a look at the BR Class 313 electric multiple unit, which will be on tomorrow night, Halloween night. So I'll try and mix up the weather conditions tomorrow and make it look a bit spooky. I wish there was an option where you could just have thunder and lightning and no rain at all. That would be nice. I got a pumpkin today. I'm sure I'll carve something out of it tomorrow. What it will be, I have no idea. It'll be a face of some sort. Maybe a bat or something. Anyone got any plans for Halloween tomorrow? I mean, I don't usually celebrate Halloween that much, but carving a pumpkin, that's enough for me. Liam, I've got a busy Sunday next weekend because I have football, MotoGP, and I wouldn't mind watching Arsenal for once. But they're all happening at the same time. Fair enough. What if there was a frequent jump scare at the window of the cab? I don't think. I don't think I could plan that. Maybe if you put a mod in, if you had the PC version of the game, that could work. Do a jump scare in the tunnel maybe, or if you do a nighttime service. Or maybe as you exit the tunnel you see a face appear straight away for a split second. And we're going way too fast. Right on cue. There's another service. My lord, we are very early. Nearly a whole minute early. Wow. That character there looked interesting with his green and black stripy shirt that I have never seen before. Where'd he go? Has he boarded a train? Yeah, there he is. I've never seen that before. Character wearing green and black stripy shirt. Maybe he's come for the football. Speaking of the football, there's the American Express Community Stadium, or the Amex for short. Home to Brighton and Hove Albion Football Club. Pretty cool. They've got the lights illuminating in the stadium. It's a good time to play on this route, as Brighton absolutely demolished Chelsea yesterday in the Premier League. On Graham Potter's return, I was very, very pleased. 4-1, I think it finished. I watched the highlights, and quite a game, that's for sure. Quite a game. Top Gaming, I just do the British logo and pumpkin. Yeah, and that'll be quite interesting to do. Interesting challenge. Alright, let's go. The next stop is Mulscombe, just under 2 miles away. They are indeed, Liam. Excuse me. They are indeed top of the league. Excuse me. Hey, Foxy. How are you? Hope you're well. Liam thought it was 3-1. No, it was 4-1. 2 own goals and 2 Brighton goals. Not sure what his scores are, I can't remember. Foxy, did you visit Germany already, or did I get something wrong a few weeks ago? No, I haven't visited Germany. I'm planning to visit Germany next year, along with the Netherlands and Belgium. That is if costs don't spiral out of control, which they currently are at the moment. So even though I've got it booked and planned, I could cancel it if things get a bit too costly. Hopefully not, fingers crossed. Yeah, I think I asked you, Foxy, a couple of weeks ago, a few weeks ago. Just some tips on Hamburg, I think it was. Stop right on the marks. Very nice. Here we are at Mulscombe. Small little station. A bit of a big building next to it. What's that? Some sort of office complex or something. Oh, there's a town. Look at that. Oh, I never knew that was there. Good grief. I should use the free camera often. Well done, Alfie, for getting 6,000 views. Well done. That's a good achievement for you. It's about to lock the doors then. Thought it was ready to depart. Liam, I'll dress up if someone knocks on the door. Yeah. That'll be a good thing to do, I think. That's how you should conduct trick-or-treating. Yeah, I know the feeling without updating the scores. Always keep the scores updated. Oh, we've got another minute yet. Blimey. We are early. Oh well. I could get out the cab, couldn't I? Should I get out the cab? Have a little explore. That's the window. That's the door. Building a bigger and better railway. That's what they all say. And it usually ends in failure. HS2 is a good example. Is there no collectibles here at all? There isn't. None. Wow. I thought there'd be more. I thought there'd be at least something to collect. Clearly not. Right. Right, let's rock and roll to the next and final stop, which is Brighton, 1.5 miles away. Foxy's so Hamburg is fun. Visit the Miniatur Wunderland, the biggest model railway. Yes, model railway in Europe. That's hopefully something I can see if I can remember, of course. So, there's so many things to see and visit when you go to a new city, or especially one as big as Hamburg. Wonderful history and architecture and all the kind of touristy things you want to do. Yeah, model railway. I'll try and put that on a list of things to do. Just looking at the clock, I haven't set the hour. I was just looking at the clock thinking, blimey, it's nearly 11 o'clock. It's not. Not in the UK, no. It's 21:46. Let's get on the brakes. Brake. Across this viaduct, I think it's London Road Viaduct or whatever it's called. I was going to say it's a pretty well-known viaduct, a known landmark, but obviously I don't know it that well. Alright, into Brighton we come. Got the little depot there on right hand side. Liam, imagine if Dovetail Games programmed a passenger to try and take control of the train if the door is left open. I can't imagine what that passenger would do if it took control of this train, Liam, to be honest with you. Knowing how clumsy the passengers are, they'll put the train into reverse and, I don't know, maybe smash into the buffers at Brighton Station. Instead of going forwards. Alright, here we are at Brighton. What's happening in the world of Train Sim World? That rhymes. What I do know is that finally the New Journeys expansion pack from Train Sim World 2 is now available. You can now download each locomotive individually, as you can with the, I suppose, current New Journeys expansion pack for Train Sim World 3. Or the new Loco add-on pack for the 3 base routes of Train Sim World 3. And if you haven't got the New Journeys expansion pack, it's incredibly cheap how much one locomotive is. I think if you want to get, if you haven't got the New Journeys expansion pack, I'd say the one locomotive I would choose would definitely be the DBBR 4234 Schnellfahrstrecke Curl to Aachen. It's dead cheap. I think it's what, under £2 or under £3 in the UK, or £3. That is very good value, incredibly good, because it comes with its own timetable, or better, bigger timetable for Curl Aachen. More scenarios. and the 423 visually, at least on the outside, has been is different. So that's good. I was about to go on Castle Würzburg then, or Karl Aachen. I was busy talking about German roots, but we will not. We will focus on let's do this one. We're going to go from Acton Yard to New Haven Aggregates, starting from Lewis. Now, of course, with the fun of the journey mode, or rail journeys as it's now called, is the weather. I have no idea what it's going to be like, and I bet you it's going to be chucking down with rain. Exactly. Had to be chucking down with rain. Right, okay. In the run position, daytime, instrument lights, the desk light is on. That's irritating me, that rain noise, I'm sorry. I can't have that. I'm gonna have to go back. The rain noise is just, the audio for it, so irritating. It's just the loop, I just cannot stand it. Maybe once, yeah, but I experienced it the other day, it was terrible. Let's do this one then. This is the 1st of November. Oh, I don't have much hope for this one. Let's try it. English weather indeed, Foxy. Indeed. Well, that's no good either. Ah! Right, let's pick another Acton Yard. 1st of February. I bet you this is probably in the snow or something. It is. What a guess. And that's no good either. That's in the cover of darkness. Under the cover of darkness. That's no good either. Jesus. I think we're going to be running out of 66 services to do on this. How many have I done? 3? No, okay, we'll just go to the timetable. It's easier. Yeah, you get one with the 313, I think, why not? So you can pick the 31, the 40, the 52, which is nice, surprise. The 47, the 45, and 2 variants of the class 37, which is quite nice. And you got the 313 there as well. Right, look at the 66. Look how many variations there are. It's crazy. So I'm going to use the Southeastern High Speed because that's the one with the latest physics and sounds and all that kind of stuff. Right, we'll do the 1014 or 1011 service. We'll set it to dynamic. We'll do 1st of November. Some clouds, yeah, why not? Okay, let's roll. Foxy, did they fix the DLC problem for the PS5? They have for Train Sim Mode 2, but it's not yet been implemented for Train Sim World 3. Wow, suddenly the sound has just completely changed. That's why it irritates me that we can't use the updated 377 on East Coastway. Yet we can use, 5, 6, 7 different variants of the Class 66. But hey, I love the 66. Can't go wrong with a shed. The sounds, the physics, totally different. And there's a 313. Little Pep. Pretty sure Pep Guardiola isn't driving it now. DSD, there's another switch somewhere. Let me just find it. AWS. Oh, we can't go yet. Blimey. That's me getting ahead of myself. Got a red signal. So you get these aggregate wagons which come with East Coastway. J&A wagons, you get empty and obviously loaded variants because you have to load the wagons up at the aggregate facility. It's quite nice we get to use this updated 67. A, because the headlights work, and B, the tail lights are not stuck on as with other versions. And you can even use the DB Shanker Red Class 66 on there as well if you want to mix things up, or the Railhead Treatment Train variant as well, which I probably would have. I should have probably used the Railhead Treatment Train version because yeah, it looks more dirty, looks more weathered, more well used, and in an aggregate facility it's probably all dusty and dirty down there anyway. It would be quite nice to see a Class 66 on a German route, as I think these originated from Germany. Not sure what the classification is in Germany. Maybe they are a DBBR66 or something. What are we waiting for? That train which has just arrived at the station, I think. Indeed. It's going to Ore. And that one's just terminated at Lewis, I think. Yep, not in service. We'll test the horn. Let's open the window. Do a bit of a test. So much better. Sounds so good. Why can't all of Dovetail's products sound that good? There goes the 377. Foxy, the 66 is from the UK. Oh, I swear they were from Germany. I swear I remember seeing online like a black or like an MRCE variant of the 66 in Germany. Like a black and white one or a black and grey one? Unless it was just a fictional livery, and I don't know. No, some got sold in the middle of Europe. Oh, right, okay. Liam, being the fax man for the first time in a while, in Germany, ECR units operated by for Deutsche Bahn Schenker were renumbered as Class 47s, reclassified as the Class 66 by Eisenbahn Bundesmann to match other Class 66 locomotives operating in Germany. Interesting. Foxy Rhine Cargo uses the Class 66 in Germany. Ooh. Maybe we should use the 66 on some German routes. I'm sure you can on Scenario Planner. Be quite cool. Even the sound of the switches sounds different. They really have changed Dovetail certainly upped their game with the 66 on Southeastern high speed. It seems seemingly they have gone over this locomotive with a fine tooth comb. I mean, even that, I mean, look at that, I've never seen that on before. A data cord, even that works, look at that. That wasn't even on in previous 66s, and you've already got some sort of description there. We'll have a look at that. What have we got? Side panel, overhead panel? Nope. EMD 2000. That's always been the same. Blimey, look at all this. Main stand. Fuse panel. What's the main stand? Oh, it's the main stand. Oh, I can't access it. I can't see what the blue description is, but it looks interesting. Right, so we got to go via New Haven Town Junction, which is all the way down there, and then the terminal is literally right there. A good facility. Always nice to do some freight activity. I mean, if you ask me personally, switching or shunting is my favourite type of activity to pass the time on this game. But freight and passenger stuff or unique services or whatever, they're not too bad either. Alright, rock and roll, let's go. You can tell long distance scenery has been improved. Wow. I mean, I haven't played on East Coastway since what, 313 came out. Certainly the long distance scenery has improved. May not be as realistic, but or one-to-one accuracy, but it's certainly better than what it was before. Oh, it's a river over there. Wow. Never knew there was a river there. Good grief. New sights everywhere you look. We got a red signal. I wouldn't worry about that. See if I can catch it at the end of the platform. And I just did. Now, Liam, I can never take my dog to the park because the ducks keep trying to bite him. I never knew that ducks could bite dogs. I thought it would be the other way around. can't stop using that horn. So good. Right, best start getting on the brakes. Not too many wagons, is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 or 11. There's the aggregate terminal. Pretty opposing structure. I'm just going to go on the brakes just in case. Should go green. And the go via location is disappeared. Yes, there we go. Managed to get a yellow. Right, we have to stop at a New Haven aggregates terminal, which is right there. Best check the points. Should be all tickety-boo. On the brakes again. They improved the modelling of that terminal. It looks so much crisper than before. I think the preservation crew have done more than I thought with this route. Because usually the preservation crew would add PIS systems, rush hour passengers, skybox, fix some bugs here and there, and release it to the public, but they seem to have touched up a few things on the route, which is good, very good. That should do it. Here we are. Right, that's the first part done. Let's return to the timetable and conduct the loading procedures. Load empty hoppers, empty bogey hoppers, or J&A wagons for short. Then arrange the train ready for departure. We'll set it to same conditions. Happy days, let's go. Liam, what's the difference between a poorly dressed man on a unicycle and a well-dressed man on a bicycle? Attire. Attire. Yes, yes. Very. Oh, hello. We're in a different part of the cab. Are we in the right position? I suppose we are. Okay. Yard work. Instrument lights to on. Release the brakes. Check all the systems are on. They are indeed. Right, let's roll. Hang on a minute, let me just... Oh, I haven't released the brakes properly, that's why. Good thing I didn't. I just wanted to check if we're going in the right... Ah, there's a point that wasn't set correctly. Sometimes the points are set for you, sometimes they're not. Always best to check. There we go. What are we doing? Front camera. Need to be in this position. I think this locomotive has slow speed control. I'm not sure. I think it does, but I don't know how to do it. I think it's by the computer above my head in the cab. Oh well. We'll try and do it the old-fashioned way. We'll try and do it manually if we can. Hopefully some aggregate will come out of this chute. If not, we'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. Oh, I'm switching all buttons. There we are. I think it's best to go in the free camera now and watch it all unfold. Oh, we spilled a bit of aggregate there. Oh no, gotta stop. One of them wasn't fully loaded. Don't drop all the aggregate. You're wasting it. Oh, maybe you're not. Okay. How did that fill it all up? I have no idea. Come on, release the brakes. Come on, let's go. There we go. There we are. Now we go forward. How many have we got to fill up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. While it's doing that, I best have a sip of tea. Oh, fantastic. So much needed. There we go. That should fill it up, no problem. At that kind of speed. If it doesn't, then I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know what to do right. Slowly increasing in speed, but that shouldn't be a problem, he says. Then what I think we'll have to do is uncouple the locomotive from the wagons and then run around the train, yeah. Here we are. 2 more. Alright, awesome. Right, what do we got to do? Reverse all the way back. Full power. Lot of wheel spin. Lot of wheel spin. Very powerful locomotive. Nearly at the stopping point. A little bit more. And that should do it. Right, let's uncouple this shed from the wagons. Right, we have to stop at the head shunt and then run around the wagons. There's the 313. Yeah, this is the aggregate terminal. Certainly modelled that well. Well, it was pretty good to begin with, but they've certainly taken it a step up and improved it, which is good. Maybe it's just the graphics or something, as on a PS5, of course. I mean, it's pretty good looking in Train Sim Mode 2, so it's probably taken a bigger step forward with Train Sim Mode 3. Might not be completely true, but it looks it from my point of view. That should do it. Brakes off. We'll do that point there. I think that one there as well. Yes. Right, let's go. Right, we need to go via the New Haven Aggregates loop. And then we'll stop at the other end. Well, we need to stop at the New Haven Aggregate siding. I did do the correct point. I did indeed. And now we need to, once again, couple up to the aggregate wagons. So let's do that there, and that there. Boink, there we are. Need to do that. There we are. There we are, we're coupled up. And that's that done. That's another one to tick off. Got a gold, no surprise. Turn to timetable. Very glad they added that shortcut in the game. I've said it many times and I'll say it again. Best soundtrack and best user interface that Train Sim World has had. No question. Albeit Train Sim World 2020 runs it pretty close. Right, we need to go from New Haven Day Aggregates to Acton Yard, going as far as Lewis. Like clouds. Right, let's go. Talk Gaming don't celebrate Halloween anymore, like at all, to be honest. I used to celebrate it quite a bit when I was younger, you know, go trick-or-treating and all that kind of stuff, but well, we're not decorating the house this year, let's put it that way. Sometimes we, I think when Halloween fell on a half term, used to have family members come down and we decorate the house in celebration of Halloween. Right, what we need to do? Nighttime, yard work, daytime, instrument lights. Ah, we're in the wrong cab, aren't we? So I'll have to get out and do the switches, which is very irritating. Okay. Fire detection switch, DSD. Alright, that's going to be a very irritating noise for you. Yeah, where's the door? Oh, it's right there. That's better. Why couldn't he add another cabinet in this cab? I don't know. Whoa, I haven't set the points. Hey. There we go, it's just double checking. Wait for me, train. Don't go without me. Right, Lewis, just over 5 miles away. Speed limit will increase shortly. There we go. Full power, let's go. Ah, lovely. I'd love to know what that computer is. What do these buttons do? They don't know. It does something. Train stop overrides. What have we got? Clear, enter, number 9, number 3, number 1. Train menu, I think, and then train length. Data code. Data cord. What that does? Wonder what a data cord does. I wonder if it logs the, I don't know, runs it does maybe in a year or something, I don't know. It records its journeys maybe, length of trains and all that stuff maybe, I don't know. I wonder if the rail tour service will be waiting for us. No, maybe not. A bit too early for it. Keep thinking I'm in America with the level crossings. That's better. Another whistle board. There's some cows in the field. Maybe some sheep as well. I know there's a station along here that's very well known for its sound effects of cows grazing in the fields. Every few seconds you always hear the cows mooing away. The top gaming, the Class 66 was built in the late 1990s, I believe. Oh, wonder what year it was. Might have fallen on my birth year. Now that will be rare. Under 3 miles to go until Lewis. Oh, the Mexican Grand Prix is finished. Forgotten all about that. What happened then? Oh, Mad Max won. Right, okay. Oh, Ferrari way off the pace. Leclerc, Ricardo, Ocon, Norris, Bottas got a point. The Haas finished 16th and 17th. Alonso broke down again. Blimey. All crashed. I swear there's more retirements than oh, we got on the brakes. Going too fast. Across the bridge. Oh, is that another railway track down there? I don't know. I swear there was. It looked like a railway track rather than a road, or maybe a disused railway line. Right, we're approaching Lewis. Just have to wait for clearance to enter the platform. There we are. We'll stop here, I think. Here we've got a train that's just left. There we are. Green light. One more blast of throttle. Ah, 313. We're driving that tomorrow on Halloween night. It'd be nice to see the East Coastway and London commuter completely connected, so it's just one big route, like Southeastern High Speed is one complete route, the original with, what was it, a 40-mile extension or something like that to Ashford and Dartford. Haven't tried that yet. Very much looking forward to that. For Talk Gaming, I can never find the DRA on the 66. Sure it's that, isn't it? Engine stop. Maybe it doesn't have a DRA. Brake overcharge, parking brake. Oh, don't know. Emergency brake valve, train length, direct brake. Gotta be careful where I'm going. That's it there, is it? No, it's a hazard button. No, maybe it doesn't have one. Unless it's in the computer, maybe, an electric version. There we are. Awesome. Full freight duty of East Coastway. Went down from Lewes to New Haven, filled the wagons up at the aggregate terminal, and then brought them back to Lewes. Excellent. Talk Gaming, I prefer the original name, All Halloween, All Hallows Eve. Ah, yes. Alright, so there we are, ladies and gentlemen. Regardless if you're watching live or on playback, that concludes the stream on East Coastway. I've really enjoyed that, actually. Nice refreshing experience to do something that's British and modern for a change. So yeah, the next stream will be on Halloween, October the 31st, 2022, where I will be taking a look at this little gem, the BR Class 313. Hope you can join me for then. I look forward to driving that little Pep, that's for sure. It'll be good fun. So I'll just like to say thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves. If I don't catch you then for Halloween, well, have a good spooky evening. A safe one as well, of course. And I will see you next time. Thank you very much. Take care.